All right, so I said a while back that we were going to do this eventually, and now is the time. We're going to start a Master League on PES 2021, and as you can see, we're going to be using Barcelona in our first Master League. So yeah, I said we were going to do this a couple months ago, and it's taken some time to set up, but I think we are ready to go. So before we get started, we're playing on PC and using just every mod possible that we can find. So we have all the Premier League teams right. Every single team in this game is licensed now. Pretty much every team has their own stadium as well. Every team in the Premier League has their own stadium. Every team in Serie A, every team in La Liga, Bundesliga, every single team has their stadium pretty much. So thanks to PC modding, this is pretty much going to be the most authentic experience you can get on PES. And I thought, you know, for our first Master League, we got to do Barcelona. We just have to. And as you can see, every single player has a player face. Even some of the younger players that did not have a face by default in PES, they have faces. So we got faces, tattoos, every stadium, scoreboards. There's so much to modding in this game, and it takes a while to set up, but once you set it up, it's very, very much worth it. Once again, you can only do this on PC. You cannot do it on console, unfortunately. But all right, enough talking. Let's get this started. So we're using Barcelona. The squads should be pretty much up to date. And now using this mod, we have a large assortment of managers to pick. I can't remember which ones were in the game by default, but we have Ryan Giggs, Steven Gerrard. There's just so many you can pick from. And as you can see in the top left, we're using the virtual red patch, in case anyone's wondering. I'll try to remember to put a link in the description in case anyone wants to take a look at it. Yeah, so there's 92 total managers. I don't even know which one to pick. You know what? His face looks pretty good in game. So we're going to use Mr. Ronald Koeman. We're also using another mod in Master League that creates more cutscenes or like different cutscenes. We'll see if we notice them. I'm pretty familiar with PES. I do play this a decent amount. So we're going to be playing on Superstar for now. Maybe Legend if it's too easy, but I think Superstar is going to be our level. All right, so here is the opening little cutscene. I think this is default. This has always been in the game, but it looks so much better when you have a real manager in there. It looks so much more authentic. There's Lionel Messi, Sergio Busquets. But yeah, I think most of this is all just default Konami cutscenes. I mean, FIFA has their cutscenes, PES has their own cutscenes, so at least it's fresh. All right, so objectives. How about we aim to win the Champions League this season? So this is what this little group wants us to set as our goal. I agree we should also take the league. We should focus on the league. I'm gonna agree to that. So we're gonna go after the Champions League this season with Barcelona. When's the last time Barca won the Champions League? I think it was with Neymar, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was Juventus, right? They beat. So it's been a while. So meeting the press. I'm sure you guys have seen most of this before. This is all default, I'm pretty sure. Is your appointment at this club the crowning moment of your career? I mean, Ronald Koeman went from Southampton to Everton to Barcelona. I'd say that's a pretty good career trajectory. But we'll just say it's a career highlight. What style of soccer? They should put football. They shouldn't call it soccer, but what style of football do you want to play this season? Let's just say I want to see the boys play hard with some heart. All right, so welcome to Master League. Finally, we're in the menus. Now, if there's one thing I think FIFA has on PES for sure is the menus. I do prefer FIFA's style of like menus. In this game, they seem a little bit dated. But all right, so let's take a look at this team. So according to the game, this is our best starting lineup. So we have a lot of very good young players on this team, as we know. So I think we're going to drop Sergio Busquets back a little bit, and I'm not sure which kind of front three I want to go with. We could throw Ansu in there. We could also put Messi at center forward, put Griezmann on the left, but I'm kind of thinking for now we just leave it like that. I feel like we need a new striker. I would like to maybe play Griezmann on the left and then maybe have a new striker in this team, and then maybe a new midfielder, because I don't think Pjanic is going to cut it being in this midfield alongside Busquets and De Jong. As for the back line, I think Dest obviously is going to start over Roberto, and then we're probably going to need a center back or two as well. Although I do want to give some of the youngsters some chances this season. Also, drop a like on this video if you want to see more, because if this gets enough likes, we'll turn this into a regular series on the channel. All right, so I did not even see our budget. We have 256 million. That is quite the budget. So let's look at strikers. The good thing about this game is you don't have to scout players. You can literally see everyone's overall, kind of like how it was in like the old FIFAs. But transfers themselves in this game are kind of weird. Like in most cases, I find myself having to pay their release fee more than actually paying their value. And you don't always get the player. Like you can try as hard as you can and the player will just say no to you. So I feel like transfers are much harder in this game compared to FIFA. But I mean, straight off the bat, what if we got Sergio Aguero up top, pairing Messi with his fellow Argentinian? That would be pretty interesting. I mean, we could go after Firmino as well. I'm gonna list a bunch of players and then we will take a look at them. All right, so we got some players on this short list. A lot of them are pretty expensive. So at center back, we have Koulibaly, Laporte, Manolas, and Diego Carlos. And and they're all four pretty expensive except Manolas, but he is the lowest rated. And then a lot of midfielders. I feel like we need a midfielder, and then also a lot of striking options, some more realistic than others, like Erling Haaland. I feel like any of these strikers would be so good. So we're gonna throw some offers out, starting with Aguero. So pretty much seems like we have to pay his release fee, I think. I mean, we can try offering a little bit less, like 60 million, and then his wages are 400 million. Okay, maybe not, because we currently cannot afford that. His wages are 400,000 per week. Okay, that is by far the highest out of all these players. Okay, maybe not Aguero because of that. So Erling Haaland would be 126 million, but that would be quite the signing. Just for scientific purposes, we're gonna throw out an offer and see what Haaland says back, just to see, and throw in a little goal bonus just to see what he says. And I think we're gonna throw an offer at Gabriel Jesus and Martinez as well for the striker department. For midfielders, I'm not sure. Wijnaldum would be probably the most realistic option, and he is very good in this game, so he'd be a very good pickup. I mean, or we go after someone like DePaul or Tielemans, Aouar, all very good options. We also have Son on this list as well, if we want to go down the route of trying to sign a winger, but he's actually the most expensive on this entire list. So yeah, he is pretty expensive. All right, so we got some of our offers back, so we'll see what they say. Haaland declined, Gabriel Jesus accepted, Martinez declined, Wijnaldum accepted as well, and then also Diego Carlos, but he declined his offer. So 2 out of 5, Wijnaldum and Gabriel Jesus. So Jesus for 70 million, Wijnaldum for 50. So 120 million for what would be our starting midfielder and starting striker. I think we're gonna sign Wijnaldum for sure, because he is very good in this game. So we're gonna sign him up, and we could afford Gabriel Jesus's wages, but I am not sure if we should sign him or not. So he would be our center forward. It'd be Griezmann, Jesus, Messi, Wijnaldum, Busquets, De Jong, and then maybe if we bought another center back or just played Longland PK, I'm not sure. They should be flipped. Decisions. All right, there is Genie Wijnaldum. So this is a nice little cutscene. Whenever you sign like a player over a certain rating, you get a nice little cutscene, little introduction of him and Koeman, that Dutch connection. I feel like in real life, Wijnaldum is gonna go to Barca because he still hasn't signed a new contract at Liverpool. And Barca, especially with Koeman, seems like the most sense. So he is our first signing of this Master League. Now this is a little bit awkward, but I mean, it's something that FIFA does not do. All right, so he sent a fresh round of offers in, and João Felix has accepted. Martinez declined again, Depay declined, and then also Koulibaly declined. But João Felix accepts, but he is very, very expensive. He would be 129 million. So we'd have about 70 left with nothing in the wages. Does Gabriel Jesus just make more sense? I think he does. I think Gabriel Jesus just makes more sense. I've never used him in FIFA or in PES at all. So for 70 million, we're going to sign Gabriel Jesus to be our new starting striker. So now we have nothing in the wages at all, but we do have 136 million left. So I'm wondering if we should sell anyone. Like, there's some players on some very, very high wages. Busquets is on 307,000 per week. These dudes are filthy rich. What is Messi on? Messi's on 725,000 per week. You know, that's probably accurate. That's probably how much he makes in real life. That is pretty insane. So something that we can do is if we can, for budget settings, so we receive everything as salary. We can do that and then pay with transfer budget, the contract options, just to get the most money in our salary budget. The one thing in this game that they don't have is a little slider to manage the budget. That is something that this game needs desperately in PES 2022. All right, so Manchester United want Busquets, but only for 15.8. I don't even think it's worth it to let him go for that much. That would give us a lot of salary budget, but for only 15 million, I think it's more worth it just to keep him. So Braithwaite, you are getting kicked out of the number 9 because that number 9 is going into Gabriel Jesus. So Gabriel Jesus will go up top. The team's looking a little bit better. But let me organize this bench a little bit better. All right, so I would say with those 2 signings, we're not looking too bad. We're not looking too bad at all. So we're just gonna sort out our attacking and defensive instructions. Gonna lower our defensive line, increase compactness. So conservative, and then frontline pressure. Attacking, we're on possession game, short pass. So I think that's all the transfers that I'm gonna make in this first episode. Gabriel Jesus and Wijnaldum. So once again, drop a like on this video if you want to see more, and then also leave who you think we should sign in the comments down below. We have 136 million. Hopefully that salary budget will go up, and if not, we can maybe look to sell someone or even try like a swap deal too. So the first game of the season is against Osasuna, and then we have Elche, and then the transfer window closes. All right, so we're gonna jump into the first game of the season, and this is gonna be where you see the most difference from FIFA and PES in gameplay. Will you be using Wijnaldum him in the opening match? Yes, we will. We'll say I might use him. But PES is so much more realistic than FIFA in gameplay for the most part. There is a lot of silly stuff, a lot of bugs in the AI, but for the most part, I would say it's a lot more realistic. And look at this. They even have a little La Liga opening little cinematic for when the league starts, even though I don't know if it's copyrighted. So we might not show this whole thing. Basically just a little intro to the league season. Once again, only possible through modding. So in PES, instead of sharpness, you kind of have these form arrows and I show how the players, how their form is like. If they're going to play good in this game, usually they're like a light blue like PK and Dest, but I think we're looking pretty decent. And then there you can see the team that Osasuna is going with. So this first game is going to be a game that we should win to start the season. We should not be drawing or losing, even though I think this game is away from home. No, it's not. It's actually at home. So even more so, this should be a win. So here is another cutscene of Koeman trying to pump up this team. First game of the season. I think most of these cutscenes are the default ones. I don't think I've seen a new one just yet, but I think as the season goes on, you should see more with this mod. It's called the Immersion mod. Once again, I'll try to leave a bunch of links in the description about these mods and where you can find them, but it is time for us to play the first game of this season. So once again, we're playing on Superstar. We're using a very good team, so this should be a win, but we will jump into this and see if we can get off to a good start in La Liga. All right, that looks so good. Little cutscene of like the tunnel. That looks so good. Oh yeah, also we have a mod that removes the fans from the game, so it looks like how it looks in real life right now, but there's still a lot of crowd noise. I might lower that. So you got the right scoreboards for La Liga, all the right transitions, all the right little graphics. Everything looks so good, and that stadium looks so good as well. I feel like this crowd noise is so loud though. All right, but here we go. First game of our Master League on PES. First time we had any PES gameplay on this channel. This is quite the monument. As you can see, the gameplay is a lot slower, so the game's gonna be a lot longer. I think we're going to try to do 2 games per episode if this turns into a series, but for now, this might be the only game in this episode. But you can just tell by the passing, everything's a lot more realistic compared to FIFA. FIFA is kind of tailored more towards like Ultimate Team, where this is more tailored towards like the simulation type crowd. Here's Dest going on a little bit of a run and try and cross this in maybe. Try and aim for Jesus. That was not a bad idea. And I'm definitely not the best at defending in this game. See, there's a little bit of silly stuff like that. I feel like if there's one thing I'm not good at in this game, it is defending. So that is gonna take some practice to get used to. But the passing is just so smooth. It feels so good. You can play super long balls like this, and Gabriel Jesus is in immediately. Can he score on his debut? That goes a little bit too far wide. That was quite the ball from Griezmann though. All right, now they're having a little bit of room on this left-hand side. PK is out defending it. That's a decent looking cross in. Jordi Alba, that's a very good chance and a double save by Ter Stegen to prevent a goal. This was such a good cross in, and that was such a good header. Jordi Alba got completely beat. Thankfully, Ter Stegen was ready for that rebound. Corner is going to be swung in eventually. De Jong is going to get this out. Messi's going to try to clear it a second time, and he does. Now, Gabriel Jesus has no support whatsoever. He might just try and run himself. Does pretty well. Going to play that into the main man, Lionel Messi. Gets around 1, tries to get around a second, can't quite. So yeah, I like FIFA, but I also like PES a lot. When you play both of them, you get like a very good blend of arcade, kind of fun action, quick, fast paced. And then this is a lot more just simulation, realistic. Messi's gonna go for a shot here. Not bad, but not really on target either. All right, I kind of want Dest to get more attacking. That's what I want. I like my fullbacks to attack in this game. Dest is going to try to get by 1. He does so well there, just can't get the cross in. He did so well though. I've had the most success in PES when my fullbacks are very attacking. De Jong has a little bit of room for a shot, and that was not far off. All right, 20 minutes in, we're getting some chances in this game. I mean, they had a chance too, so this could easily be 1-0 to them as well. But I mean, as we should, we're kind of dominating the ball, trying to play that Barcelona fast-paced action. That is into Messi, just can't get the touch. So 3 shots for us so far, yet to get 1 on target. And get that to Jordi Alba into Griezmann. Get it right back to Jordi Alba. Griezmann into De Jong. Get that to Busquets. Messi to Jesus. Can't get the pass off. All right, we have a free kick here pretty far out. You know what? We're going to run with Dest. Going to call for a through ball. That works pretty well. We're going to fake shot to get a little bit of room. Cross that in to Messi. That is on target. Just keeper it straight at him. Still alive though. Busquets. Get that to De Jong. Griezmann goes for a shot that is blocked. What is this, FIFA? This is a little bit better from us though. This is much better. Gonna find Dest. That ball from Messi was very off. This Johnny guy again is in a very dangerous spot. This guy is pretty much been their main attacking threat this game. Gets into our box. Now this is looking dangerous. That is a good shot, and that is off the post. Missed a tackle with Genie, and that gave them that chance. All right, this actually seems like a pretty even game so far. Once again, Dest is doing so much work this game. We're going to try and cross that in. That's an interesting cross. That is cleared. Going to try to head that back into the mix, and it goes right to an Osasuna player. And that'll probably be halftime. So we might be lucky to still have a 0-0 scoreline because they've had like 3 shots on target. So we'll see what we can do in this second half. We need to improve quite a bit. We also need to try and put some goals on the board. All right, come on. Wijnaldum to De Jong. Got to break down this defense. Griezmann will get on to that. Play that to Jordi Alba. Can try and cross it in. That is deflected. Gonna go back out to Busquets. Serginho Dest, why not have a shot? And that is a decent shot. Keeper has to punch that out. Now that would have been quite the goal from Serginho Dest. Dest to De Jong with some space in the middle. Trying to work this around, find room for a shot. I want to get the ball to Messi. There is Messi. Now what can we do with this? Tries to get around one, goes to De Jong instead, and that shot is way over the bar. This feels like Barcelona in real life, creating a lot of chances, just not looking too threatening though with them. Griezmann has had quite a quiet game. Try to just bring this down the line, get it right back towards the middle, get that to Busquets. Dest into Lionel Messi. Oh, Messi just can't get any room in this game, probably due to me not utilizing him. Right, there he is. Good ball into Wijnaldum. A very good ball. Gonna try and cross that in. Jesus puts that in, scoring on his debut. Both debutants involved in that goal. Wijnaldum with the assist. All right, so finally 60 minutes in, we make the breakthrough. I feel like we've been the better team in the second half, so I feel like it's very, very much deserved. Ball into Messi. Wijnaldum is making a very good run. Good pass by Messi, and then Wijnaldum just puts the ball in. Jesus finishes it. All right, now let's try and get some more. We should be scoring more in this game. That is a dangerous looking cross in. Ter Stegen will catch that. Yeah, they have not been bad this game at all. Here's Messi just driving forward. He's so good on the ball in this game. You can just tell. Gets around 2, just can't get around the 3rd. And now that is a good through ball into the guy who has been tantalizing me this game. But PK makes a very veteran tackle there. Good pass into Griezmann. Gonna try to get that into Jesus. Is that not a foul? No, it is not. And Messi's coming pretty deep to get that ball. I like that. That is a good pass to Wijnaldum. Oh, that was supposed to go to Messi. It's going to be a foul. No, it was offside. That pass was meant for Messi. Messi was making such a good run. All right, but first change, I think we're going to bring on Puig for Wijnaldum. So we might leave those last 2 subs for later in the game. This lead, it does not feel that safe though. So I definitely want one more at least. All right, Dest has been our best defender this game. He has had such a good game. That's not a great ball from Messi though. We should win that. Yes, we do. No, we don't. PK has to mark this guy Johnny, who has been my least favorite player this game. That's a good clearance. Yeah, this lead does not feel safe. Busquets wins that though. Now, can this turn into a chance? Gabriel Jesus has a lot of room. Messi, where are you at? Where are you at? Here is Messi after all. And he lets it go. Can he find room for a shot? Is that a pen? Messi, nope. Okay, everyone's on the floor, and then Messi eventually puts it in. I don't even know what just happened, but that is 2-0, and Messi scores finally. Now, that was a bit of a mess, just a little bit. Yeah, Messi just picks this up. It was meant to be like a sweaty pass. He falls down, picks it up again, finds a little bit of room and puts it in. That is so awkward looking. All right, Messi deserves a rest after that. So Coutinho is coming on at right wing, and then Sergio Roberto is coming on for Serginho Dest at right back. But this should be a comfortable 2-0 win from here on out. Pretty decent debut for Gabriel Jesus as well. I don't think he gets the assist for that goal, but he pretty much gets an assist, at least in our minds. All right, Sergi, get that into Philippe Coutinho. See if we can maybe get one more goal in this game, even though I probably will stay at 2. Maybe not. Gabriel Jesus, that is such good dribbling, but the ball can't reach Griezmann. All right, Sergi's making a very good run. Try and cross this in again. That is not a great cross though. Griezmann tries to go for a bicycle and he was nowhere near it. All right, 2 added minutes. This should be it. It's not going to be the best performance, but a 2-0 win to start the season. Cannot be too mad with that. That is going to be maybe a chance in a Griezmann. No, it's not. That will be played out, and that should be it, and that is it. So 2-0 win at home. start the season. I think that was a decent performance to start this Master League. All right, so other results: Atletico Madrid beat Elche, and then Real Madrid beat Cadiz 5-2. So all big 3 teams in La Liga winning their first game. And then there is Lionel Messi winning Europe's Best Player award for the previous season. I feel like he wins it every single time. It's always him or Ronaldo when you start a Master League. But I think that's going to be it for this first episode of our new Master League. Once again, drop a like on this video. If you guys like it enough, this will turn into a regular series on the channel alongside our FIFA content. So once again, leave a comment as well. Players you think we should sign or players you think we should sell in this team. We still have 136 million, which is a decent amount. And in the next episode, if there is a next episode, we will finish the transfer window as well as play Elche. And then the Champions League group stage was drawn. We have Marseille, Juventus. So is it actually the real groups? I don't actually know if it's the real groups. And Sporting, I don't think it's the real groups. I think we just happened to get Juventus. So Ronaldo versus Messi, that would be very, very interesting. So one final time, drop a like on this video if you enjoyed, if you want to see more. Also, subscribe to the channel if you have not, and I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you all have a great day.